Good evening, welcome to From the Vale, where it's finished here at Grosvenor Vale, Wealdstone 1, Altrincham 0. We would just like to say before we begin that our thoughts are with Conor Kirby and Altrincham as he's sustained a rather serious injury. So as I say, our thoughts are with them this evening. But it was the Stones who came away with all 3 points, and it was Medy Elito who showed composure and coolness for the penalty, and he is with Chris Woods.
Well, Medy, first win on the board for the team, that must be pleasing for everybody.
Yeah, it's pleasing. We've tried so long, what's it like, 5 games now, 5 games in, and the lads have been playing well, but like you said, it's pleasing to get that first win.
A great penalty too from yourself. The keeper's guessed the right way, but you just don't save them, do you?
No, you don't save them. Yeah, he gets the right way. I thought, it was a close one here, but when you strike out as hard as I did, there's no chance.
And what happened with the penalty as well? Do you think it was a Stonewall?
It's a tough one, I would like to say it was a pen, but these things sometimes gets given and sometimes it don't. But lucky for us, it was a pen, and we needed that. We needed luck on our side today, and we got that. And
you stepped up and took the penalty as well. Is that are you the normal penalty taker for this season?
No,
or did you have to sort of stake your claim now?
I'm not normally. It's normally Josh or Brownie when they're on, but when we got the pen, I said to Fas, because Fas has been working hard, he's been running, he's been doing well in training. I said, "Do you want to take it?" And he said no. So I thought, let me go for it, and I dispatched it. So 1-0 to us. And
it must be for yourself. You've been yet to start. You've been coming off the bench a few times. It must have been good to make that impact and win the penalty, because there's a good bit of a skill to win it in the first place.
Yeah, like I said, I've just been working hard. I knew my time's going to come. I've spoken to the gaffer numerous times, and it's been good with me. I just have to be patient, and hopefully this is something that's going to be in his mind now. But yeah, like you said, it was a great skill for me. That's my job, to come on and try and make an impact, and today I did.
There we are then, there's the thoughts of match winner Medy Elito, who showed his coolness and composure to slot home the winner at the death there. Another man who is definitely pleased with the 3 points on the board is manager Stuart Maynard, and we can cross back to Chris, who's got him alongside him.
Well, Stu, first win on the board for the season. You must all be delighted with that today.
Yeah, we're delighted. Just first and foremost, I just want to wish their lad a speedy recovery. It's a horrible incident. It's one of those that if he'd done it another 50 times, he'd still probably put his leg there to try and block the shot. And it's horrible the way that it's happened. We just, from a football club and all of us here, we just wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, and then in terms of the game and how it went, it was one of them in a way where I guess in pre-season you've drilled into the players, you've got to stay in the game, keep competing, because it was one of them, I guess, that could have gone either way.
We showed a totally different side to our game today, that we can be gritty. It's another clean sheet, and we said to the lads before the start of the season and in pre-season, when you get clean sheets, you give yourself a chance, and we've scored. We got a penalty at the end, which I think was deserved. But we conceded too many chances at times, sloppy. We were sloppy in the first half. George has had to come out and make a big save for us. And you need everyone in these games. But look, I'm just delighted to get the 3 points on the road. It's a game that you won't look back and probably want to watch again in a hurry. But we will watch it back. We'll analyse it and see where we can improve. But look, it's 3 points, and now hopefully we can kick on.
I did put in my notes that just before we got the penalty, funny enough, that both sides were lacking in the final third, and that was probably why it was going to be deadlocked. But again, it was just a moment of quality, wasn't it, to even win the penalty in the first place?
Yeah, look, Medy's got serious quality. Look, he dropped his shoulder, he comes inside, it's a great shot. The lad can't do nothing but put his arm in there because he's going goal bound. I thought Craig Fasmad and Ira come off the bench and they made a real impact for us. They brought a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of pace, a bit of zest about them. It was good. And that's what it takes. It takes the whole squad to be involved in these games, and they've all played their part today.
Yeah, man, I say Ira's a good signing, a signing from fans' donations as well. What can he bring to the side?
Look, he's a goal scorer. He was at Folkestone. He scored loads of goals. Matty researched him, and Matty's looked up on him, and we've both watched him loads and loads. And he's something that we feel, that we can add to his game as well as the goals, his all-round game. But he's done really well. He's clean around the place. He wants to score, and it's something that we hadn't really had a natural goal scorer in the camp, and I think he brings that to us.
And again, having that first win, does that take a bit of pressure off now for the season?
I would say it takes the pressure off, because this season we're setting the standards high. Look, we've got to be realistic, like we've said before. Look, we know that our aim is to stay in the league. We've got our points tally within the group, which is higher, and we believe that the lads are performing to a very high level. And it showed today that they stayed gritty and stayed in the game, and that's a sign of a good team.
And do you think that will bode well going into Tuesday night, whereas last season we was called in this game a free hit?
Look, for us, as you've seen, we've played some big teams already. We've had quite a difficult start to the season. There's no free hits. I think we're competitive now. Look, you're going into the game, and look, they're favourites. Probably near on all the games we go into this year, we're going to be the underdogs. So we are the underdogs, and we're not silly. We know that for different reasons, resources, part-time and all of that, but we've got a competitive squad. They're well drilled now, as you saw today, defensively, and we've got our patterns of play that get us up the pitch. We got into the final third loads today, and we created a lot of chances.
There are then the thoughts of manager Stuart Maynard, and that's 5 points on the board, 1 win, 2 draws and 2 defeats. And as it currently stands, that puts us in 16th position. And that certainly stands us in good stead going into next week's fixture, which we've got back here at the Vale. And we host Aldershot that day. So hopefully you can join us. But that's all we got time for this edition of From the Vale. Until next time, goodbye.